We're going to practice on monitoring ourselves when we're reading. So in the past, remember we have talked about how to have accuracy, fluency, and to read at your own rate, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So today we're just going to go over that and refresh our memory about how to do that. And I have printed off a little chart for you guys now that you can visually see it that we're going to go over. So our first step is I can read every word. So as you're reading, you're going to try to notice when you make a mistake. And again, we always say if you make a mistake, it's okay because nobody's perfect, right? Okay. All right, step 2. If you make a mistake, you stop. Very good.
Because I still remember that.
Yes, good job. And then 3,
Fix your mistake.
fix your mistake. And if you still don't know after you're trying, you
Tell a teacher.
ask, yes, tell the teacher, ask a question, ask your teacher the question. Very good. And then what do you do after
Continue reading.
Continue reading. And that goes for whether you're reading with partners or if you're reading by yourself or to a teacher or to mom and dad, right? Okay.
Or I only to read the story to mommy, just mommy, not daddy.
Okay. All right, so an example would be if I don't know a word and how to read fluently and know that I'm saying all my words correctly and it makes sense would be clip, plop, a lever fell, thrown the mail lot. Did that make sense?
No. It's called
So
a letter fell through the mail slot.
A letter fell through the mail slot. So now I know what I made a mistake on, right? And we all make mistakes. You guys helped me figure out what I made a mistake on, and now I can continue on reading, correct?
Yep.
Okay, nice job. You guys whizzed right through that. All right, on this one, I can read quickly and carefully. But is everybody's quick pace the same? No. Mine may be slower than what your guys' is, right? Okay, yours may be faster than what his is. But that's okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or vice versa. It doesn't matter. As long as we know that we're comfortably reading, we know what we're saying, and we're not making so many mistakes, right? But if we do make a mistake, it's okay, right? So as you read, you pay attention to your speed. Okay, so if we know we're getting too fast and it's not making sense, we need to
Stop.
Well, slow down. Very good.
Can I tell you something?
Just a second. Let's get through this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, you slow down if you don't understand, like you guys said, right? So if we make that mistake or things are not making sense, we need to slow down, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go back and reread until you understand what you are reading, right? And then you continue reading. So that would be an example of a letter fell through the mail slot. Jaden hooked up. Oh, that doesn't look right. Jaden looked up. His parents were still asleep. It was early Sunday morning. It was early Sunday morning. We don't usually get mail on. So you see how my pace sped up when I thought I really had it? And then I slowed down because it wasn't making sense up here for me. Does that make, Are you guys clear on that? Okay, nice job. So do you have any questions about any of those two? Reading fluently and stopping if you don't know, and then reading at your own pace. Okay, does that make sense? All right. You guys are gonna show me how we're gonna do it here in a little bit. All right, I can read with good expression. What does that mean?
Like you're excited.
Excited.
Nervous.
Nervous. What's another expression?
Happy. Sad.
Worried. Sad. Okay. So anything. Yeah, nervous would be one. Extreme excitement or oh my gosh, I'm so worried. That would be a good one too.
Surprise.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but every time I see Amber's like, his face looks like a surprise face.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So it says, I can read with good expression. So number 1, as you read, pay attention and for your pronunciation. So if your character in your story is talking about, I got a letter in the mail, how are you going to say it? Like, are you going to say, oh, I got a letter in the mail? Or are you going to say, I got a letter in the mail? excited. Or you can just say, I got a letter in the mail.
Sometimes I do that and I run outside and get it.
Right, very good. And then number 2, as you read, pay attention to your phrases. So what that means is by the end of the sentence, if it has a period, it's just, commonly saying something.
Comma, it's
What about if it has that line with the dot, the
exclamation mark.
what if it has that at the end of a sentence?
Excitement.
Excitement. So you can say, oh, I just went to the park.
No.
No, how are you going to say it?
I went to the park.
I went to the park, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. What if it has this sign at the end of it with the roundabout backwards C and then a dot? What is that? What is this mark if it has this?
A question mark.
What if it has that?
That means it's a question.
So is your tone gonna change
Yes.
with
Yes.
knowing that's at the end of the sentence? Yes,
Or
because
have
you're asking a
dime
question.
dot and a period. I don't know what a dime dot is. I forgot what it's called.
And if you have a period, it's just commonly stating something.
I forgot what the dime
Right?
dot called.
Which one?
This one.
This one?
Yeah.
That's an exclamation point.
Ah.
Remember?
Mhm.
So we show big excitement with that when we see at the end of a sentence. Just like when we're reading, we see that, we're like, oh man, somebody's excited. We've got to get some power in our voice.
And your pen is one of my favorite colors, blue.
Yes. So, number 3, it says pay attention to your pitch and tone. So that would be, again, if we came to this mark, it'd be high with big excitement. If we were over here, we kind of like, okay, we're just stating something. Not too much excitement, but we're not
And
dull.
question mark is just a question.
Yeah, you just simply ask questions. Say, how are you? Did that have any excitement?
And just
No.
how old are you?
Or how old are you? Yeah, exactly.
And on birthday, I'll be 11.
I mean 11 too or something. But
So then what's number 4? Right here. What's number 4?
continue reading.
Continue reading.
Continue reading. All right. So on here, those are our steps that we're going to try and follow when we're reading, okay? We're going to make sure we're paying attention to our fluency, how fast we're going to make sure we're making sense. And again, our pace isn't always the same as somebody else. And then we're going to read with good expression, knowing what our points are at the very end, okay? So we're going to start reading these 2 together. What's the title?
The magic bike.
The Magic Bike. Can you tell me that?
The magic pie.
The Magic Bike.
Double book I.
Little Book I. Who's the author?
Wait.
What does the author do in a book?
Writing
I don't see author.
The author writes the
Is there an
book.
author down here?
Well, it's not necessarily always going to have the word author. So look.
writing by Anne
Look right here.
Will.
And Will. Okay, so
Okay, dog.
author is the same thing as somebody writing it. Okay? Who illustrated or drew the pictures?
By Tom Ben.
Butler.
Butler. Very good. All right, turn the page to the very first page we'll read on.
Oh, come on. The magic pie. Come on. There we go.
All right, Wyatt, you want to read and you will follow along, okay? So how do we show that we're doing good reading etiquette?
And put your feet on it.
You're following along, you're putting your finger on your word as we're reading. What else, Wyatt? What else can we show that we have good reading etiquette?
Follow the words, I think.
We'll follow the words. What else?
I forgot.
What about how we're sitting?
Stay calm.
Feet to the front, face up forward on our book, right? Yep, and staying focused, okay? So Wyatt, I want you to start out.
Click, glop. A letter fell through the mail slot.
Very good. How do you say it?
Jaden
Very good.
looked up. His parents were still asleep. It was early Sunday morning. We did it.
Okay, this is where you would come in.
Don't.
He's making a mistake.
Don't.
Yep, very good.
As usually
Good teamwork, good.
get mail on Sunday. Jordan
Very good.
said to the cat.
All right, stop there. So what word did you struggle on, Wyatt? What word did you think you struggled on? What was that word?
Jaden.
Very good. That was one I seen you struggle on. And then we had don't, right? Who helped you figure out that word?
Connor.
Very good. So when that happens, that's called partner reading. Okay, so you're helping each other get through a story.
Yeah, that is partner reading.
Yep, it is. Okay, so that will help you get through. That's why we have you read sometimes in partners, like I told you guys before. Okay, let's go on the next page, and you can read this one. And then you.
Come on.
You're okay. You show me good etiquette for reading and what you're going to be doing now that you're the reader.
Jaden picked up the envelope. His name was on it, so he opened it.
Very good. All right.
On it.
So did you notice your pace was a little bit different than Wyatt? Yeah. Okay. So, and is that okay?
So a
Yes.
guy name was on it.
Yes.
What?
You're a when
So what's this letter say? Wyatt, follow along.
Oh,
big
you are a winner of the big one.
He's reading it for you.
first prize a box of cereal, second prize a hand box, third prize a magic bite. Your big wow prize is it's
Very good. So did you feel at all like you
yeah.
made a mistake or anything, or need to go back and? Okay.
That's cool.
So yeah. So that's what reading with fluency, accuracy, and with expression looks like. Okay, Wyatt? Okay. So when you're doing that, okay, listen. So when you're doing that, I tell you guys that you're reading in partner reading, or you're reading by yourself, or with mom and dad, or with your teacher, that's what we need to focus on, is those three things, so that way we know what we're reading is making sense. Because if we read and it don't make sense, it's gonna go.
Flying over your head.
Yeah, and then your AR test won't make sense. Your written test won't make sense.
Nope.
If you even want to write about the book, it won't make sense, right? Because if I read the book and then you go and write about the book,
Like
is
the
it gonna make sense?
Nope.
Nope.
King of Champs who wrote the
Oh, about Marvin Redpost? Yeah. And you guys did very good with that book. Did we stop and correct our mistakes? Yes, everybody had to.
I didn't know this. I got some wrong.
That's okay.
It's all right.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes though, right?
Yeah. I do know. Got stuck in